store. Good morning. We are going to pack stuff this morning and answer some questions if you guys have any. Talk about reselling stuff, some stuff that's on my mind. I'm going to let you know right now, a lot of it's retail arbitrage. I'm not listing any of my retail arbitrage really over on Poshmark. So Poshmark sales are all thrifted stuff. So we have Poshmark and eBay. So good morning. Get that shut, and I need to get some more poly mailers. So my big stack. You guys know I'm always got so much stuff ready to go in case I run out. Boxes, poly mailers, whatever. Because you just never know. You never know. What's up, Wayne? Good morning. So one of the things, we'll wait till some people get in here, but I want to talk about like side hustle, or goals with reselling. Everyone's got different goals. Does it make extra money? Is it trying to be full time? What's everyone's goal type of deal? And then we'll talk. I'll do some packing while we wait. I got to make sure I have everything in order. Okay, good. It is in order. We'll do Poshmark. Actually, we'll do Poshmark later. Right now, we're going to pack up what I sold. I'll tell you how much-ish I paid. Most of these shorts, most of these polos, let's just say my average cost of goods is $10 for all these polos and shirts and everything, because there's some things I bought for $7, some for $11, stuff like that. So, yeah, that's what's going on with that. Sirs, what's up, Amy D? Good morning. So we're going to go ahead and pack these up. These are actually Cotopaxi. So everything I'm showing you is something you want to be looking out for in the thrift store too. Cotopaxi is a good brand to be on the lookout for. My bad, it's mirrored. It's not even mirrored right. So thanks for hitting the likes. When I flip the screen, it shows me that you're liking. But what's up, Flippin' Nurse? Flippin' Nurse. Everyone's always like, "Sir, you don't get any sleep." You don't get any sleep. When I go to bed, you're on live, and then you're on this morning. So good morning, Gladys. Cotopaxi. Cotopaxi is a brand to be on the lookout for. I will tell you right now, though, I'm finding it more and more and more at places like Marshall's and TJ Maxx, and then they end up at Dick's Outlet, these are from. So these sold for a total of $24.99 full asking price. On those. So I'm going to pack those up, and they're going out ground. These are all eBay sales right now. We can do Poshmark. Maybe we'll just go switch back and forth. What's up, Debbie? Good morning, Soho. Soho. I want SoCal. I want to be in SoCal. So as you guys probably know, I'm sure I'll be like, yeah, we had it. There's that big system that came across like the U.S., Midwest, East, South, everywhere. So it's cold here. It gets real warm, and it fakes you out in the spring, and then it's like, nope. Mother Nature's like, that's too warm for this time of year. We're going to send some thunderstorms and cold air your way. That's what we're doing. What's up, Tiff? Good morning, everybody. I'm thinking about being a TikTok virtual personal shopper. Is that what I do? TikTok personal shopper. I think you should. No, if you're being serious, yeah, there are people on TikTok, if this is what you're talking about, they'll go to Marshall's, TJ Maxx, or whatever, and they'll go live on TikTok or whatever other platforms, and they'll go live in there and have a big audience, 300, 400 people, and purchase stuff for people. So people say, I want that. They'll say, Venmo me right now, and they'll get the thing that there's a Venmo, and they will upcharge them like $5 or $10 and ship it to them. So it's like a personal shopper. That's a whole nother business we could do. So, hey, friend, what's up, Karen? Happy Friday. Yeah, so that is a business. I'm in SoCal. It's raining. Oh, well, Amy D, what are you doing up so early? It's still probably warmer than here. Morning from Chicago. What's up, Chicago? Chicago knows what I'm talking about. It was warm, and then it's cold. I bought the same Chubbies at a thrift for $2. These Chubbies right here are like the most popular, well-known Chubby pattern. They've been around for a long time, honestly. I think Chubbies has been around longer than what I think. I feel like they were around like before the pandemic. But yeah, these sold for $24.99. I paid like $7 for these during that Dick's Outlet sale. I was going to a state sale. I'm waiting on this storm to move out. It's hailing bad. Yes, Debbie, that's not good. Hopefully not enough to hurt your car. It was hailing here yesterday too. Of course, my 8-year-old and 5-year-old were like all about it. Like How can ice fall from the sky? Even though they've seen it before, they just don't remember. Just listed them yesterday. That's a good sale. Now, I sold these for $24.99. If I found these in a thrift store, I'd probably list them for like 18 plus shipping. But that's just me. I'm just pricing these off of what I've seen people having listed them now. So I'm not really pricing these off sold comps because we're talking the last 90 days. These are swim trunks. What I'm doing is looking at a lot of people got these same shorts during the big outlet sales. I'm looking at what they're selling them for. What I'm doing is selling all mine a little bit cheaper. That's these Tiger Woods hats. That's everything that I got for these sales. That market's really saturated. Look at how much people are asking for, just particularly with these things. I'm undercutting them a little bit because I want to get mine out the door and I want to have money to buy more things. The wind is blowing so hard it looks like it's raining sideways. Ooh. I never park under a carport. I did last night. There you go. Where do I live? Indianapolis, Courtney. I live in Indianapolis. What's up, Vicky? Thanks for coming back in. Hit us yesterday in St. Louis. Yep. The whole Midwest, the whole everywhere. Hey, Steph's question. I just signed up for Autopusher yesterday, and I don't see a place to cross list on there. Vicky, I contacted Autopusher and just message Autopusher and say that Surfs said that if I signed up yesterday, I can go ahead and upgrade my plan. She'll probably send you an email coming out. So, Vicky, message her because I talked to her after our live yesterday where I went over Autopusher. If you guys haven't watched it, you on TikTok probably haven't. I went all through the whole thing on Facebook and YouTube, so you can go over there and watch that. But yeah, I would message her and tell her that Surf said because she said you could get in early. So what's up? Good morning, Mar. How many sales? 15 sales since midday yesterday, plus 2 on Poshmark. So 17 sales. Lots of sales going out this morning. We are now on our way to the thrift. Sophia, I'm officially jealous. I'm on a thrift ban. I have so many clothes I need to list, but I put myself on that thrift band. I wasn't put on there by anybody. I put myself on it because I need to list stuff, and I cross-listed. So I'll tell you what I did last night. Last night, if any of you even care, so these are FootJoy. Again, I bought them at that big clearance sale. Sold these for $34.99. Again, a lot of this stuff's going to be retail arbitrage, so you guys probably don't care. But I will say FootJoy, all over pattern, good. Shorts, pants, polos, all over pattern print. Last night, Taylor Swift came out with her thing on Disney. My wife and I watched it. A couple people, you know who you are, were so mad at me. I did not. What's up, Kit Kat? Did not get on PlayStation. I got a PS5, everybody. I was bullied. But what did I do? I cross-listed for like an hour straight. So I did a ton of cross-listing right there watching Taylor Swift. Cross-listing is the most mindless thing ever. I love it. So mindless. Just click while you're watching TV. All right. Those are out the door. The next item that sold were another pair. For some reason, these were $37.99. I think I priced them up because of size. They're 32, more popular size. All right. Let's see. Just listed them yesterday. Oh, what's up, Kit Kat? I already said that. Is there Mr. GQ? What up, brother? What are you talking about, Mr. GQ? Sure, I will tell you guys. I've never been like, oh, I look good or anything like that. I've always exercised, whatever. But in high school, I dressed nice every day. I gelled my hair. I didn't dress like this. I dressed nice, like Polo, Express, Hollister, all the stuff. And I dressed really nice. And so I was voted to be in GQ. Like, you know, in high school, you like most voted. I was voted to be in GQ because I always dress nice. eBay is picking up. I had my last day of thrifting while on Wednesday. Was that your last day, Christine? Yeah, eBay's. You can see everything I'm selling, right? A pair of swim trunks, 2 pairs of shorts, and another pair of shorts. So 3 pairs of shorts, a swim trunk. The whole everything else are polos, and I have a couple pair of pants. Happy Friday, Nicole. That's adorable. It was not adorable. It was embarrassing. I have Auto Posture, and I'm trying to figure out the new cross listing on there. Can't find out how. So if you should have gotten an email that gives you a link to do the pricing. Did you look at the pricing? Get on Auto Posture and look at the pricing or the email she sent you. There should be an email. Where do you list your items? All these are eBay. So we have actually 16 sales on eBay. There was one more right before I printed everything out. Let me get the next item. We'll talk about this. I'm just going to keep shipping stuff because I sold so many of these. Guys, I bought so many. You've been watching me sell these like crazy. I've sold like 5 overnight. $42.99. I bought all of them for $7.99. So I bought them from a local thrift store for $7.99. These polo shirts, they're all new with tags, and they're performance, and they're black with the white pony. So look for a performance Polo Ralph Lauren. They always do really well. Performance with the pony. They do better than RLX in my opinion. How many listings do I have, Celeste? I have 1,500. So I have 1,500 listings, but I have a lot of multiple units. So I probably have more like 1,600 or 1,700 actually listed. But we were talking about Auto Posture because it helps me sell on Poshmark and eBay. Let's see. What's up, Chase Scott? You want any merch from the players? I'll hook you up. Chase, I don't know what I was thinking about last night. You're at Sawgrass. No, but you need to so Chase is at Sawgrass, big golf course, really nice. But whenever they I find that stuff here because people go there, buy merch, and then come home and donate it. And then I find it. But I appreciate you. Have fun there. I'd love to come to Sawgrass. I thought you were talking about a place. There's a place in Indy called, it's very similar. We have the name of it similar. We have to post, have so much stuff. I know. Posting's the worst. No one likes to post. We just like to thrift. How many listings do you have on eBay? 1,500 or so. What kind of swim trunks do you list or sell? We can go through that. We can talk and go through that. When does it drop next? When it drops next month, will it be a separate price for cross listing? Yes. So what I would recommend, I have a YouTube channel. Go to surfsupfinds.com. You'll see all my links. And yesterday, it'll be under lives under my YouTube. You'll see I shared the screen and we went through all the automations. I showed you how to cross list. I showed you the share, everything. So if you want to see what that looks like, you can go over there and watch that. Swim trunks. Swim trunks. This is my box of swim trunks. What? You don't have them in separate little? No, I don't. Because if the floral Polo Ralph Lauren sell, oh, there they are. I'll just pull them out of the top. So that's what I do. So Ralph Lauren swim trunks sell well for me. These are Peter Millar. They are new with tags, but Peter Millar swim trunks sell well for me. The name of the brand that none of us know how to pronounce so well, Villasqueen, Springer 4, something like that. I'll tell you what else. I'm going to try to look for them. I don't think I have any. Vintage Abercrombie and Fitch. These are Tommy Bahama. Some Tommy Bahama do okay. But Vintage Abercrombie and Fitch do well. Here's a pair. These are Vintage Abercrombie and Fitch. They sell if they have the cargo pockets and they have either like the Moose or the Abercrombie right there. So hopefully that I get 30% off. The Barstool hoodies are fire. Maybe try to pick one up to flip. Chase, pick one up for yourself. And then when you're done with it, then flip it. That's the best part of it. Activated my cross lister this morning and cross listing right now. Diane, is it not the most? I've never done cross listing, but it is, at least on Auto Posture, it's the most mindless thing ever. It's great. Good morning, Momo. Audra, what's up in the house? Do you have everything for your business in a spare room? Yes. So this is a basement part of our room. We have a partial basement. So we have a little bit bigger room in there. Along the wall, I have my shoes and a couple more bins. And then in here, I have all my bins and all my racks. So I have about 80 total bins or whatever you want to call these, totes full of stuff. These are all Patagonia. So yeah, so everything's down here. That closet has all the packing material, all that sort of stuff. I couldn't figure out the pricing for my email either. It should be pretty easy. Um, there should be the email, and it says on there like link. There should be a link in the middle of one of the paragraphs, and you touch that. I love the Abercrombie you found the other day in the morning. Audra, I know, right? Those are still in the back of my car. Guys, I could do a thrift haul. I have so much stuff in my car. I could do another live today, literally, with thrift stuff from this week. I don't remember. It was just, it hit hard. But that live thrift, a lot of it's from that live thrift that I put on YouTube. So Polo Ralph Lauren, another one of those. I'm not going to go through these like crazy because you don't want it. You don't want to see the same thing over and over again. I'd rather answer your questions. Felix, what's happening? Felix, have you been selling a lot of your stuff? Felix did a lot of retail arbitrage the same time I did retail arbitrage. And we both have been sitting on that stuff, which means sitting on that money all winter long. And now it's coming in. So yes, I never did it to this scale. It took me a while, but what I was talking about before everybody came in was with eBay. I always, like with teaching, I always had a side hustle. It was eBay. Now with eBay, I had, what are my side hustles going to be? What are going to be my other streams of income, right? I think we all have to have multiple streams of income. If you ask any entrepreneur, big person, they all have multiple streams of income. So like Poshmark can be considered another stream of income. Whatnot can be considered another stream of income. If you invest in other things, stocks or whatever, other streams of income. So it's just important to maybe think about some other streams of income. What if your eBay store gets shut down? Something like that, just in case. That was a Tiger Woods hat. I bought those for $5, sold it for $18.99. I dropped all my prices on these because I went, I forget where I went. Where did I go? And all these Tiger Woods hats were marked like above or below where I had them priced. So because he cut ties with Nike. So I went back home and repriced all my Tiger Woods hat. I was wondering why they weren't selling. I'm excited. One of my business goals this year was to expand to other platforms. I'm on eBay only now. Debbie, I've been on eBay only since 2001. Never gone to any other sites. Last year I did some Whatnot. I am this year just women's clothing, as you guys know. And then now I'm expanding to Poshmark. I have two sales, and they equal $100. So that's good for me. Let's talk about the Poshmark sales. You want to? Because these are good things to be on the lookout for. The other day I sold a pair of these on Poshmark, and the other pair sold. So I wonder if the person got them and were like, yeah, I really like them. They were the same size. ACG, that's Nike ACG. These are like Y2K hiking pants. Nothing special. Almost, I mean, raise your hand if you would pass these over at the thrift store. They're just khaki looking pants. They're ACG, the little Nike right there. Guess how much these sold for? I hear you might join the dream team. Thrift. If I'm gonna be on the dream team, I'm gonna be on the bench. That's for sure. Thrifty Dilly, that's for sure. Okay, so these can go out in priority. Always have to remember Poshmark priority. How do you get started full time? Do you do before starting reselling full time? Jake the Thrifter, what's up, Jake? So what I did, I was a teacher. And I actually got into reselling, like I said, a long time ago. And then the market that I was selling stuff in really dried up, really hard to get things. So I started reselling clothing in 2016. And I've just been doing it ever since. On my way home from work every day, I would hit thrift stores on the weekends, in the summers, during breaks. And I would just build my knowledge of clothing. And as I do that, I build my inventory of my store. And then before you know it, I have a business that's making more than I did teaching. So it took me about 3 or 4 years to build my store big enough to where I was comfortable to quit teaching. But I actually taught another 3 years. So I taught another 3 years after I could have quit to resell full time. So thanks for the heart. Donna Diggs, what's up? From 35 to 70 is such a big price jump. Yeah, it is, but it's worth it to me because so what we're talking about, $35. No, so those sold for $70 for those. So we're talking about auto posture. It's 35 to 70 was the jump. But for me, I just sold those pair of pants that have been listed on eBay for months. Sold for 70. I paid $5. That right there alone paid for my cross listing on auto. That paid for all auto posture for the month. I sold another pair of Lucky jeans. I haven't sold Lucky pair of jeans on eBay for a long time. So by having the cross lister, by having the sharing, you have to look at it if it's paying for itself. With anything, if you have an eBay store, if you have a virtual assistant like Autoposture or any other platform or CrossList or whatever, will it pay for itself? That's what you need to look for. In one day, to me, it paid for itself because those things have been sitting in my store and they sold on Poshmark, which I never did Poshmark before this. So that's how you got to look at it. Plus, at the end of the year, it's completely free because it's a write-off. So auto posture is 100% free by the end of the year because it's a write-off. Yeah, it's out of your pocket now. Toes, my annual income, I gross just under 200,000 on eBay. So I grossed last year because of doing my taxes. I grossed just under 200,000 on eBay last year. And my average selling price is probably about $43. My average cost of goods is $525. So we'll do the math from there. Brad, my sales have been crazy. Profit per unit is down like $1.50, but number of sales is high as F. Resell part-time, Posh, 5 per day, and sometimes dump 25 to 50. Should hit 3,000, 4,000 this month. There you go, Chase. Chase is part-time, making 3,000 to 4,000 a month. Boom. What did they sell for? Vicky was like, what did they sell for? Yeah, so that's how much they sold for, $70. Favorite brand to sell? Skibby. I get that question all the time. You can go to my eBay store, Surf's Up Finds, and look at my sold listings, and you'll see all the stuff I sell. So Polo Ralph Lauren's my number one brand that I sell. And this is a very nickel and dime business, right? So you're nickel and diming. This isn't buy something for $2 like you read in the newspaper or you read online and you sell it for $2,000. That doesn't happen very often, ever, if ever, with this business. If you're doing clothing, it's a lot of buy this jacket, retail arbitrage for $750 and sell it for $29.99. You just do that over and over like 16 times in a day, and then have a couple Poshmark sales, and then that's your day. And it's much better because I can do what I want. If I want to go to the gym right now, if I want to go eat a cookie, I could go eat a cookie. No one's here. My wife's not here to tell me no. My kids won't be jealous. No one's here. So this sold for $29.99. It's just a North Face rain jacket kids. I bought all the kids. Felix is on here. So I bought all the kids rain jackets. I almost bought all the women's, but then I'm like, you know what? Kids will sell better and they're cheaper. I know when spring hits, these kids will go crazy. These sales will go crazy, and they are. I've sold a few of these already. They're not going crazy, but yeah. Fastest selling brands. Man, I talk about all of that. So I go live all the time, and I do these where I talk about what brands sell. It just depends the category. You want to talk? Let's just name one category, and then you can go through my eBay store and look at what I've sold. Fastest selling brands right now, if you price it right, for golf polos, G4, Grayson, Bad Birdie sells really well. Those are some really good. A Roback, those are golf shirts. So it just depends. There's tons of categories, tons of brands, tons of categories. Why doesn't this guy read YouTube comments? Heaven, I'm on a couple different platforms. I try my best. He turns on lives when he goes on some other website. I was on your live for an hour the other day, and he didn't check YouTube comments once. Heaven, it might have been. I answer every question, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. So yeah, even your thing looks different. So maybe you're saying things you shouldn't be, and it's getting filtered out. I'm so excited to dump List Perfectly. I've been paying for their servers for 4 years. I don't think it's worth the money. If you don't list on Facebook and all those other ones, it's probably not worth it, Vicky. Plus all the automation, cross-listing, all that stuff is really good. That's awesome. Does that replace Listify? I don't know what Listify is. Looks like Polo Ralph Lauren. Yeah, Karen's probably in my shop right now. Polo Ralph Lauren's my favorite brand to sell. Where's a good place to find new with tags merch? So I talked about that yesterday. I really highly suggest you guys go and watch the live from yesterday because we talked about a lot of good stuff. It's on YouTube. But we talked about auto posture. We talked about retail arbitrage. So retail arbitrage and online. 2 days ago, I spent a ton of money online. They sent out an email saying they're having a deep discount clearance on a website. Once that website, I bought a whole bunch of stuff because I know the brand. I know it sells for really good money, and it was super cheap. I knew I could double my money. All this stuff came from local stores. What you do is you get on email lists, you get on text message list. You go to those stores, you call them, you figure out when their sales are. This is a belt that I bought at an outlet store for $18. It sold for $49.99. So it's not just thrifting. Everyone wants to say, we're ruining thrift stores. There's a lot of other ways to make money, not just thrifting. What's up, Casey? No, Flippin' Nurse. What? No, what? I'm not selling enough. Should I list lower? Javi, you need to look at have you looked at sold comps? Have you looked at what things are selling for? And also, are you selling good items? Sell-through rate. If you have good items, selling them at a aggressive price, meaning like at market or cheaper, and good pictures, you should have no problem selling your items. I sold 15, 16, 17, 18 items in under 24 hours. There's no reason why you can't either. None of these went to a repeat buyer. None of my followers, anything that. Miss Ethan's lives. Miss Ethan lives where he goes. Oh, does she? Miss Ethan's lives. Where'd he go? Oh, where Ethan's? I thought you were talking about his wife. Ethan he's not doing social media anymore. Maybe I missed your reply. I was working last time. I was watching. I sell clothes, but I wouldn't have known to pick up that belt. Do you have belt bolos? So, Heaven, I don't pick up a whole lot of belts, but really nice brands make belts too. So, like Allen Edmond, look up comps on Allen Edmond. A lot of times belts are like $1.99 at our retail store or our thrift stores. I find Allen Edmond belts. I don't sell a ton of belts, but you can find Polo Ralph Lauren belts. You can find Zegna belts. You can find any really high-end brand of clothing. They make accessories too. So that was a polo belt. So Javi, I would look at your listings. Look at sell-through rate. Look at sold comps. Look at your pictures. All that sort of stuff. Bad Birdie, brand to be on the lookout for. Sold this new with tags. This came retail arbitrage too, and I did a big buyout in the middle of winter. When no one wants to buy polos, no one wants to buy shorts, I buy all of it, and then I list it this time of year, and it just sells. Blondie, Surfs answers every question. See, I do answer every question. I must have, I don't know what happened, but we'll just say now you're here, and now I'm answering your questions. Do you promote your items on eBay? If so, what percentage do you promote inventory to promote? Chad, so what I do, I promote all my really saturated items. So Polo Ralph Lauren button-up shirts that I list around $20, I promote those at 5% because there's so many out there. I price them cheap and I promote them. I'm buying them for $5, so I'm making a good profit. I see them all the time. So I'm making sure that Bad Birdie, that's a 2XL. It's going to James. I sold 2 in a row. 2 in a row. That sold for $37.99. I paid $11 for it. Do you know? The live was so fun to watch yesterday. How many more stores did you go to? So, Leanne, I went to after that, I didn't go live because my phone was almost dead. And I drive a Tesla, and if my phone dies, I can't get in my car. That's happened a lot of times when I've live thrifted before. So it's really embarrassing for me to go ask people for chargers. I go in the parking lot. Do you have a car charger? Do you have a car charger? But I went to probably 6 stores or 7 on Wednesday. I didn't have to go to a lot, and I also have a lot of inventory. But when I do a full day thrift, when Bearded comes to Indy, we hit 17 stores, 9 to 9, 17 stores. Morning, Kim. Everyone says good morning. Thank you for answering. Much appreciated. Of course, I'll answer as many questions as I can see. Thrift, what's up? What's that? Thrifty Killer 49. You guys know I can't read half these names. What's up, Thrift? Arizona, what's up, AZ? How much did it sell for? What's your daily sell through? 1 to 2%. Lack of sales is priority for lack of listings to buy from. When it comes to selling clothing, do you buy it new or buy it now or sometimes auction? So we'll go to the question. Thanks, AZ. We're going to go to the question, my daily sell through. So I was watching K-Way's live yesterday. I don't know if K-Way, you're probably watching in the background. You can hop in. But K-Way's live yesterday, thanks, AZ. He was talking about people being disappointed with their sales. And he was asking the question, how many do you have listed? They were like 60. He was like, you're not going to have sales every day. 80. You're not going to have sales every day. Then some people are like, I have 150. Probably not going to have sales every day. He said when he had 500 listed, that's when he started seeing consistent sales. So going back to the question, 1 to 2%, I try every day to sell 1 to 2% of my store. I have 1,500 items listed, which means I want to try to sell 1,500 or 15 items a day or more. I completed that goal today. Some days I don't. It's okay. So if you're in doubt, zoom out. Look at the big picture. Go to your eBay, look at your 90-day total. See how many you've sold over 90 days, then divide it. If you're in doubt, just zoom out. But I try to do 1 to 2 a day, 1 to 2% of my store a day. That's my goal. So if you have 100 items listed a day, you might sell 1% a day. I try to sell 1% a day. So that's what I do. What is retail arbitrage? I'll let you know. What are your eBay shipping policies set as on Autopusher? I can't cross-list on eBay, and Autopusher said it's because how the shipping policies were set up. Not sure how they're supposed to be. CC, on eBay, I set up, it's been so long. I pretty much have 4 shipping policies on eBay. If it's shipping, I have 4 policies, but I don't know how that interrupt with Autopusher or with Poshmark because everything on Poshmark is priority. I really don't know the answer to that question. He's out of Wake Forest. He is. He texted me this morning early. I think he's out driving his Tesla probably. Any reason. Yep, Javi, I live in Indy. When it comes to clothing, do I do buy it now? I do 99.9% buy it now. So I'll do a quick explanation. There's always new people, right? Because new followers, or I go live and there's always new people following. So I'll explain what I do. This is always what my go-to because I like showing it off now. I actually bought this off of Bearded during a whatnot. But here's a Coogi short sleeve sweater, right? Coogi short sleeve sweater and a matching cap. You're not going to find this on eBay. Like there's no short sleeve Coogi cable knit sweater with a matching cable knit hat. You're not going to find it. So that might be a price discovery item that I would auction off. I'll auction it off. As soon as Coogi hits eBay, people have alerts. There'll be 100 people that will be watching this within a couple minutes. And I'll get about 40. Can I buy it now? No. So people fight over that auction. Everything else that you find every day, Polo Ralph Lauren, all that stuff, buy it now, but best offer based on used listings that have sold. Next item, pair of cleats. Again, I did that buyout this winter. I bought a ton of cleats, knowing they were all kids' cleats. They were all tieless, so slip-in cleats. Knowing that kids don't like to tie, I bought all the cleats. Everyone was going for the hype shoes and everything. I bought like 200 pairs of cleats, and now I'm hauling out. So these sold for $25. These are my cheapest pair. I bought all of mine for $10. Those are my cheapest pair that I bought. Let me get to the comments. Thank you for sharing all this with us. I'm trying to grow, building up inventory daily. Yep. Only way to do it, Adventures. Patience pays. Patience pays with exercise. As long as you're doing exercising, you're going to get what you want. You'll get the results you need. Eating right, exercising. as long as you're listing every day and constantly sourcing and listing and sourcing and listing, you're going to get results, right? In the stock market, if you buy something really cheap, it might take a while for it to go up, but patience pays. It's the same. It's everything in life, right? Unless you want to go buy a lottery ticket, which I think are like 700 million right now is the lottery. What is retail arbitrage? My bad. I forgot to answer that question. Retail arbitrage is when you go to a store. This was at a Dick's store. They had a big sale in the winter. You buy items new with tags, and then you at a retail store, and then you resell them online for a profit. So Denise, you go to a store and you buy stuff retail prices, and then you resell it online. So you just look for those really big, deep discount sales that stores have, and you resell that stuff online. There's also online arbitrage, where if there are big online sales, you can buy online and resell on eBay, or you can buy on Whatnot, place a lot of people buy, and then resell on eBay. So that's online arbitrage. Did you put shoes in a bag? Yeah. So that was another bad birdie, that same dolphin one. So these cleats, what I did, you can't see it now, but I have the number written on them, the shoe size. These were size 2. And the cleats, they just look like this. Just look like that right there. And yeah, what I did, I put the cleats together, the actual like spikes together, and they're in this bag. They weigh less than a pound. And I just put all the numbers on them, and they're in a whole bunch of totes in the boiler room. And yeah, I just go in there, find the box with the Nikes, size 2, and I just slap the label on them. So I ship these shoes like that. I ship other shoes in a priority shoebox, like normal adult heavier shoes. Another one of these Polo Ralph Lauren's. We talked about these. Sold it for $42.99. Bought it for $7.99. I stopped in Goodwill Westfield yesterday. Vicky, what? You close to me? And it was terrible. Terrible. Vicky, was it the new one by Meyer in Westfield? It is terrible. It's so small. Bearded and I were the very first people in line when they had their grand opening. We were the first 2 people in that store. It was supposed to be stock full of really good stuff. It was stock full of garbage. Do you give out the thrifts you go to? I'm an hour from Indy. Yeah, Javi, I go to so if you're an hour out of Indy, Goodwill's own Indianapolis. So everything's pretty much Goodwill. Our Salvation Armies have just gone down the drain. So to be honest, they're all hit and miss for me. I'll go to one day. Like, for example, 2 weeks ago, I went live thrifting at the same thrift store I went live thrifting at on Wednesday of this week. 2 weeks ago, we found 3 items, which I think I was going to make like $10 to $15 a piece on those items. So not even $50 profit at that store. I went back a week later, and if you haven't seen that live, go watch it on YouTube. I hauled out. What's up, Casey? Be red. So, Casey, your girl needs to make more bread. But, yeah, so it just hit and miss. Hit and miss. There's a ton of them in Indy. If you come to Indy, Bearded and I hit 17 of them from 9 to 9. So you can hit a ton. We're playing Denise. I'm local in Carmel. Do you have the cleats in size 1? What's up? I don't. I only have them in size 2, and at 2, you can look at my eBay store, but I don't think I do. And yes, so cheap, $24. The reason I also bought them is because I have 2 little ones, and whenever this time of year comes, we're always looking for cleats, and they're all full price this time of year, everywhere you go. So I knew like they would sell quick, but I don't think I have any size 1. I think they were only selling them 2 and up, maybe 1.5. You can look at my store. But let me know. I'll hook you up if you are. Look at my store and then DM me on IG. I'll hook you up since you live close. I need to make more too. Yeah, you do. You need to make some more cookies and send them to me, Casey. Casey sent me some cookies. I'm just saying, y'all. Just saying. She sent me some cookies. That's my girl. And last night she was watching Taylor Swift too. I get 2, I'll DM you. Okay, get it 2, I'll DM you. Yeah, DM me. How often do you hit up your Goodwills? Do you wait a week and go back or hit them daily? Chad, good question. So right now, I'm a seasonal seller. I don't know if you're new to the channel. So what I do is I buy everything when I go to Goodwills, whatever season it is, and then I hoard. So right now, my storage unit, I have so much spring and summer that I'm trying to pump all that out. So really, I'm only thrifting one full day and then a couple thrift stores here and there throughout the week, but not thrifting really, just like on my way to pick up my daughter, on my way to a gas station to get a drink or whatever. But yeah, when I am fully done with the spring and summer inventory, I thrift like 2 or 3 full days a week now. I am new. Chad, thanks for coming in. Chad, also you're on Facebook. It's totally free. I don't charge. Everyone knows I don't charge people for anything ever. But there's a surf reselling community. Hop in that group if you're new. And it's really cool because there's a lot of resellers in there. It's a private group, but it doesn't cost any money. And you can learn a lot in that group. I didn't think it'd be anything, but it's grown to almost like 10,000 people. And I think Audra's in the chat. Yeah, Audra's in the chat. She's a mod in there, and she does a really good job. This is a good brand to be on the lookout. Like really, really good brand to be on the lookout for. Really good brand. So I'll let you pronounce it. Something Napoli, Ayasa Napoli. This is a really good brand to be on the lookout for. I've never found them in pants, and these are actually really worn out, so I had to price them super cheap. I was really bummed. These have probably been like a $80 pair of pants if they were not worn out. But I sold them for $40. I paid $5. But you usually see suits and shirts in these. I've sold polo shirts like this for over $100 in that brand. Both slacking, I guess. Yeah, you're both slacking. Yes, that was a good live. It was fun. It was fun. I was trying to remember I was, yeah, you got to watch it. It's like the price will all go up, their shoes. Oh, Vicky, yes. So here in Indy, they price up all their shoes now. They used to all be $4.99 for shoes, $7.99 for boots, $1.99 for anything like open-toed, flip-flops, sandals, whatever. And we have another Poshmark sale. And so now they price our shoes at whatever the person in the back thinks they should price them at. So I really don't get a lot of shoes anymore unless they miss one. But yeah, I don't get many shoes anymore, and it's cool. But I'll go to, like I said, I'll do retail arbitrage and buy in there. It's pronounced, yeah, the Maddie, you can spell it on there. I cannot pronounce it. These are a pair of Lucky jeans. Again, just like those ACG pants that sold for $70. If you're just now joining, those ACG pants I sold for $70. They cost me $5. They've been on eBay forever. I cross-listed it using Autoposher on the Poshmark. They sold for $70. I've had Lucky. I don't do very well with Lucky anymore. I'm not very lucky with Lucky brand jeans. The reason I bought these, though, is because they were a 34, longer length, really good size, and they sold on Poshmark for $20. So not a really good sale. $7.99 into $20. I don't really pick up Lucky at all. How do you take good pictures? Javi, I have, if you look at you're on TikTok, you look at my, I have a lot of shorts that show how I take pictures. A lot of them say like how I run my business or whatever. I literally take pictures on my hardwood floor in my kitchen and use my regular kitchen lighting. Most people I know, you guys that follow me know that. But there's a million different ways to take pictures. Outdoor lighting, you can get a light box like K-Way has. You can get light boxes that shine down, light rings. I don't have any of that. What's worked best for me, I've had all those. I haven't had the light box, but I've had the boxes that shine down. What works best for me is my kitchen floor, my natural lighting. I'm super efficient with it. I put all my measurements in my listing. That's what works for me. So you're going to have to toy around a little bit. So how do you plan your week for sourcing? I think you needed to be with the plan to keep your inventory 1,500. Chad, good question. I can tell you exactly. Good morning, Trisha. How do you take good picture? Yes, so we answered that one. All right, we're up with the chat. I'll answer that one. This was a Poshmark sale again. $7.99. I'm going to put it in one of these Tyvek envelopes because I can do that now that I'm on Poshmark. So right now is different. So I'm not sourcing as much as I'm listing. So right now I'm listing at least 15 items a day, which is 105, 115 or more items a week is what I'm listing. But I'm only sourcing about 70 items a week right now. But remember what I said earlier is that I have a storage unit full of spring and summer items. So what I'll do is continue to list a whole bunch and thrift not as much. So I'm listing 100, I'm thrifting 70. As soon as this gets down to where everything's coming in at the same time, I'll thrift more and I'll be able to thrift 200 plus items a week and then be able to sell or list 100 items a week. So it changes throughout the year. So as my inventory changes, my death pile or my money pile changes, I'll change my strategy of thrifting. But if anything comes up like a retail arbitrage, a huge sale, I'll drop everything what I'm doing and I will go and I'll buy whatever I need to from those sales. If it's winter stuff, I have to hoard it till next year. If it's spring stuff, I list it now, I will. Because they don't come up very often. You don't want to have those regrets. So hopefully that helps, Chad. What is your process to find website, retails, arbitrage, any go-to site? So Sherman, that's like one of those things that you'll have to figure out. So like, what do you have in your area? Are there Marshalls? Like there's a Sierra in my area, Gone's. You have to get on their email list. You know, they all have an email list and then they'll shoot out messages, Nordstrom's Rack, whatever. They'll shoot out messages about like, we're having this sale or clearance sale. Most of them are no good, but every once in a while, like quarterly or semi-annually, you'll get one that's like, take an extra 50% off the already marked down price. Those are usually the good sales you want. How do you join your reseller group? Shrita, the best way is just to go to Surf's reselling community on Google, and it's the first thing that pops up. I may link it to my website. So if you guys don't know, my website, surfstuffinds.com. It's very rudimentary, but you can see everything on there. I'll show you guys. I'll show you over there. Any toys? Trisha, I didn't sell any toys. I haven't listed any of those toys. I bought 2 toys this week to resell, which is another tip. I'll probably put that tip out. It's going to be just a short clip, but educate yourself in as many categories as you can. So if I go to a thrift store and I don't find any men's, I want to go to the women's. Hopefully I'll find stuff there. If I don't find women's, I'm going to do a walk through the hard goods. I want to try to find stuff. My sister says, when are you going on spring break? Isn't Poshmark fees more expensive? Yeah, they're 20% compared to eBay's. Pretty sure, 20%. How do you find out those retail arbitrage sales? Yeah, so that's how you do it. No regrets. Amy, I've had them. What other platforms am I streaming on? So Hobby, right now we're on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So Facebook and YouTube, we have a really good community. Actually, to be honest, Facebook's community, the reseller group, it's very interactive, like lots of talking, lots of communicating. TikTok's like in the moment, right? So, I'll get that. Started out retail arbitrage, wanted to add some thrift. Worried about returns. Do returns get dings on eBay? And what is the actual ding? So, Leon, if you have a return, almost all my returns are it didn't fit. That doesn't ding you, and I don't do free returns, so they have to pay for the return. So almost all my returns are didn't fit. If I make a mistake, like there's a little hole and I didn't see it, and they're returning it because there's a hole, then a lot of times I'll do whatever I can to make the buyer happy. Please keep the item because I can't resell it as a whole, and I'm going to have to pay $7 to have it shipped back to me. So I'll just say, please keep it, redonate it, give it to someone in use, or maybe you can use it even with a hole in it. I'm so sorry for my mistake. That sort of thing. You can tell I've done that a couple times. I've been on medical leave, and it's been awesome. If I could just resell full time, I'd be the happiest person ever. I work at CIA. I know you know about that place. I might know, Vicky. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to resell, right? You always have to be keeping your ear to the ground because sales or whatever, but it is fun. It is fun. What's up, Reisner? I didn't know why I wasn't on the Facebook group sooner. Let me in. Amy, get in. Go to Surf's Reset. Here, let's see if I can flip this around and see if we can all go together. So we're done with packing, so we can do this together. Let's flip this around. Oh yeah, there I am. Ah! Crazy. All right, we're going to make this screen a little bit smaller, and then we can go in together. How about that, everybody? We'll go in together. Make sure this is big enough for everyone on TikTok to see. Okay, that's good. Look how look at me. Look, if K-Way was in here, he'd be just so proud of me right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen. Actually, we're going to go to, I'm going to go straight to, let's go to surfsupfinds.com. And again, I don't sell anything. So here we go. We're at surfsupfinds.com now. I just sent a request. Good. Yeah, it's a private group, so we can kick people out because some people come in there trying to sell stuff, and we don't have that. We don't be having that. Look at you doing stuff. I know I'm doing stuff. All right, so this is the website I created. Again, I don't sell anything. It's just the link. So very rudimentary. Welcome, thrift, resell, repeat. But then you'll find on here like your $5 off auto posher, your $15 free off whatnot, which a lot of you guys know. But there's that. My eBay store, so people can see like I'm not made up. I sell stuff and everything's real, and they can look up my stuff. Amazon products I use. So if I click on that, it'll go to the Amazon site that shows you everything I use. And then it has my social media platforms down here. If you're not following on those, you can follow. But we'll go over to Google, and watch Surf's reselling community. Surf's reseller community right there in Google, and it's the very first thing that pops up. So there it is right there. So that's what it looks like, and then that's the group. But right there at the top, because I get this question so often, I have this at the top: how to price a thrifted item to resell. Because this is a video, it takes you into how to look up sold comps and everything, and then people just post all day and answer questions all day about different things. So, yeah. And I posted this. I don't ever really post anything of like my videos or anything over there, but I posted my run through yesterday of auto posher with the screen share. So I can do that for a second here if you want to too. But yeah, that's the Facebook group. I just went to Google and typed that in. So it's really easy to do that. If you want, we can go to auto posher. So this is what auto posher will look like. I'm going to get the screen smaller so you guys can see. Doop. If you have any questions, I'll answer them before I start. There we go. Got to make it small. Bugsy friend, I'm in. Good morning, Frenchie. I sent Facebook requests. Came right in. I sent my request. There you go. Easy peasy. Yeah, super easy. Again, doesn't cost anything. There are some resellers out there that I've seen that are starting to start those and do money off those. Good, everyone do you, but I don't do that. I don't believe in that. Probably because I taught public education for years. Let me get Amy. What's up? Let me turn this down. I keep sharing the link. Search Resell Community. Yeah, Audra's in there sharing the link on Facebook, so people on YouTube can't see it. Do you know if there are any vintage stores in any that buy vintage clothing from the public? Yeah, Vicky. It's called. Of course, I'm not going to remember it. Thrifted. It's in Broad Ripple. Vicky, look it up. It's in Broad Ripple. They buy vintage clothing. It's in Broad Ripple. But I also have people that buy vintage clothing. So if you want a hookup, I can give you a hookup. When I went to Facebook and searched for Surf Resell, I was the first group. Come under the groups. There you go. Found it. Just sent request. We built. Oh, Subaru's. Got you. Subaru up in Lafayette area. Almost in Lafayette. It is awesome site. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, you're welcome. I learned a lot from the community. Yeah, Beverly, learned a lot from it too. Just want to say, what's up, Kings? We were watching Surf's stock market. I can tell you this: if you want to invest in stock right now, you can nibble on Tesla a little bit because it is the worst performing stock in 2024, which means it's at a really good discount. So I'm no tax advisor, or I mean, no financial advisor, but that's a place where you can look to nibble, maybe make some money in a few years. What resources do you use for clothing research? You cannot find any information on Google and eBay. I can find almost all my information. You can do a Google Lens on the item, but almost everything I can find on Google or eBay. So I went through all this auto posture yesterday, but so my inventory, this is the new feature right here with your cross listing. So you can see I have everything cross listed between Poshmark and eBay. Really nice now. Super easy. What I can also do is update it new to old. So if I wanted to cross list, let's say this pair of shorts right here to Poshmark, they're already on eBay. I'll just hit list on Poshmark. And again, I went through, like I spent 45 minutes on this. You can watch the live from YouTube. I spent it on yesterday's under my lives, and I just listed on Poshmark. Boom, done. I could have changed the original price. I should have, but it's okay. It doesn't really matter that much. So now it's on Poshmark. Boom, done. And then I can also see how many. So far today, it's done 340 shares, 11 offers. And on eBay, it's done 19 recreates and 32 offers today so far. And I didn't even have to do anything. So let's get back to us. Let's get back to us. I don't like growth stocks. Well, the thing is, Andrew, if we want to talk about stocks a little bit, Tesla shouldn't be a growth stock because it's in the top 10 stocks of market caps in the S&P 500, and usually those stocks don't move a whole bunch. But it acts like a growth stock, right? A growth stock is something that goes up and down, has a lot of volatility, up and down really quickly. So it's a very unique stock. But if you believe in it, then, believe it, whatever he did. So, for example, when Disney had all their issues with woke stuff and everything, it got down to $78 a share. And I was nibbling on it from 83 all the way down to 78. It's up to 112 now. So when people are scared and fearful, that's when I like to buy those things. But I buy juggernaut companies. Disney's not going anywhere. They're only going to get bigger. What resource do you use for clothing? Okay, so I approved 9 people. Reminder, Auditor approved 9 people. So a lot of you should have been approved by now. Tesla still has a rich PE. Argument can be made that short would be coming considering their valuation. Yes, I don't want to get into it, but I follow all that. So they have a ton of cash flow. Hope you go to Brimfield. Kings, I can't go to Brimfield. I live too far away, kids, and we're going on spring break in 2 weeks. So it would be cool to meet up with you and head up some Goodwills. Yep, I'm here in town. Buy low, sell high. Beware FOMO when market. Yeah, for sure. I don't want to talk too much. I don't want to give people the wrong impression. What's up, Shelby? Shelby's in the house. What's up, cutie? Disney, it's much more a proven brand, though. It is, but look at Tesla's cash flow. You always want to look at a brand's cash flow. If they're cash positive, they're bringing in a ton of money. And guess what the number one selling car is? A Model Y. Number one selling car, period, right now. Model Y. So that's do your thing. Do your thing, Andrew. Just got out of posture yesterday. Is there a video to show you how to cross list and any other features? Becky. Yes. So Becky, again, yeah, you can go to my YouTube channel. There's a live from yesterday. I showed everything. We spent a whole bunch of time going through everything. You can go look at that. It's a live from yesterday. So yeah. Oh, Andrew wants to argue with me about Tesla. Hey, you believe what you want. He said it won't have a monopoly. Well, all these car companies came out with electric cars. Guess what? Ford, they canceled the Ford Lightning because it cost them too much. All these electric car companies they don't have it figured out yet. How much is Auto Posture? So, Second Life Boutique. This is what I can tell you this. If you go to surfsupfine.com and you sign up through my link and you message Neha, or if you message Auto Posture on IG and say Surf sent me over to you, I just got it. Is it possible to get in the full cross listing? She'll probably hook you up. So if you do that, she'll probably hook you up. And all the prices will be there. There are different prices. Those are different categories. I talk about that too in my video from yesterday. I have the largest one. I have to pay for it. I don't get it for free. And it covers everything. All the cross-listing, all the sharing, all the automation, everything. If you'd be awesome if you do a stock show and antique show. I do antique stuff. I show some stuff. I need to do another one, right? I already made 2 Posh sales thanks to the new cross-lister. There you go. I made 2 this morning or overnight, $100, which paid for my full service. So yes, she is awesome. Yeah, she is awesome. She's awesome. She'll answer any of your questions. But in order to justify their valuation, it continues to see appreciation in stock price. They would need to outgrow their PE. Oh, I got you. Their PE ratio is too high. Yeah, their PE ratio is too high. Average PE ratio per stock is like 18. That's like a good value. Their PE ratio is probably too high. But also everyone's riding on NVIDIA right now, and their PE is like 60, way overpriced. Already made 2 Posh sales. Do you list on Mercari? I have not listed on Mercari, so I'm only doing Poshmark. I haven't listed everything over to Poshmark yet. Poshmark's super easy. I think as soon as I get everything over to Poshmark, I'll start Mercari right away because I already set it up. I already have a name. I already hooked it up to Autoposher. I just haven't listed anything over there yet. I want to make sure I have Poshmark down. Yeah. So bullish on Elon Musk. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying it's the lowest performing. The point is, you buy stuff low. For example, in the reselling world, if you go to TJ Maxx and they have G4 on super discount clearance for $5, you're going to be like, oh, that's a good deal. I'm going to buy that because I know I can sell that in the spring and make good money. The stock market's like the only place when the market's down, people sell. They're scared to buy. That's, if you know Warren Buffett, you buy when people are scared. So anyways, enough of that stuff. Again, if you want to sign up for Autoposher and get a discount, sourceupfinds.com. There's a link there. And then you can message her on Poshmark or not on Poshmark, message her on Instagram, and she might hook you up with getting in early access. So appreciate you guys. Do you dollar cost average? Yeah, we got a DCA, boy. Got a DCA. All right, guys, I'll see you later. I'm going to go do some other stuff. Have a great one.